I am Jay Fowler, the health coach, and you are tuning in to the daily quote review. So I have already posted a quote. You probably already see it up. So today is a good one. So today's quote is, "Do not fear failure, but please be terrified of regret." And this is special because this is by Deshawn Barber, who is also in the Army. Look her up and then learn about her story. She is amazing, by the way. So look her up, and the quote is somewhere on Facebook. So again, I'm going to repeat it. Do not fear failure, but be terrified of regret. And what do that means? When I think about do not fear failure, but be terrified of regret. When I think about that, all it boils down to me is you shouldn't be afraid of failure. So you should, whatever you trying to do, whatever you try to accomplish, go at it like you ain't never went at it before. So make mistakes, fail, but at the end of the day, you'll have so many friends and family members. So if you talk to maybe your granddad or your grandma, people that's a lot older than you will hear all their regrets they had in life. Oh, I regret not going to that college. I regret getting married to that person. I hope that's not one of their regrets, but sometimes it is. I regret not trying harder. I regret not taking that opportunity in my job. I regret. And the list goes on about people's regret. And people don't understand regret. Cause heart attacks. It causes stress. It is the one thing that leads to death the fastest, because that regret starts digging into you, and it leads into depression. It leads into anxiety. It festers into all of these now that shows up in the body as illness, because people live with that regret and they let it grow and grow and grow. So from your health coach, Jay, how do we deal with fear, and how do we deal with regret? Take action, take chances, take whatever you want to do it. If you want to start a business, do it. If you want to get healthy, do it. I always say, do it. Take the chance and ask for forgiveness later. If it doesn't work, if I want to start any new adventure, my husband will be the first one to tell you, I go for it. I do it. I put all my heart into it, and I go for it. Because if it doesn't work, I'm like, dang, I really gave it my all. I really tried my best. I didn't so much like it, but I gave my all to it while I was doing it. So at the end of the day, I won't have any regrets. I say I live my life to the full potential of my being, and I don't have any regret about the decisions I made, because that's what made me the person I am today. So live your life out loud. Do not fear failure. But please be terrified of regret. That means if you want to go to school for being a nurse, if you want to become a health coach like me, also DM me if you want to become a health coach. But if you want to push and you want to pull, but what I don't want you to do be at the end of the day and be like, man, I'm still working at McDonald's, or I'm still working at the hospital as an assistant, a medical assistant, but I always wanted to be a RN, and I always wanted to do those things, but I was so scared because I didn't think I could do it. And everybody around me said, you can't be that. You don't have that. And so you didn't take that opportunity. So you feel failure so much, but remember, you have to live with that regret. If you went to school, you bust your behind, and you just didn't cut out, then that's one thing. But if you never even tried, how can you even say you gave it all if you never put that effort into trying? Also, with your health, if you know for a fact you are a little not where you want to be in your health goal, and you say, no, I'm just going to stay this way, I'm just going to be me, but then you get to that line and you get high blood pressure, you get diabetes, you get thyroids, whatever health conditions you develop, then you're going to be like, oh, man, I should have called Coach J and seen what that programs is about. But I regret not calling her a year ago. But now I'm here, and then it's life and death situation. Now I got to pay more money, and my family have to go through all of this because I feared failing, so I didn't call. So I thought I could do it on my own, but I couldn't. So that ties into any situation that you have or you are going through. I just gave you a couple examples of what resonate with me. So the quote for today is, do not fear failure, but be terrified of regret. Meaning, if you have anything in you that you want to do it. Go for it. If you fail, that is fine, because you can look yourself in the face years later and said, I went for it. I gave it all I had when I was going for it. I did everything in my power to achieve that goal. And it did not work out. But what did I learn from it? I learned this, and this from that failure. And if you want to go for that goal again, do it. But not going for it and fearing failure will lead to your biggest regret. And you will always be that old person that says, oh, I could have been a track star, or I could have lost 20 pounds, or I could have. And all they live in is the past of what I once did, where I once was. I'm 200 pounds now, but girl, you should have seen me years ago. I was 125 and I was the hottest thing in town. But where they at now, they're not where they want to be. So what I say is, do not fear failure, but be terrified of regret. So this is your health coach, Jay, coming to you with another daily quote. And I hope y'all have a fabulous day. Sending love, light, and happiness y'all way. Have a great day. Bye-bye.